Hello, welcome to my channel. This is a video on cleaning my 2024 Mercedes-Benz AMG GLE63s SUV using the Kranzle setup. You've probably seen my videos before where I will use a Kranzle pressure washer obtained from Obsessed Garage and various other products, including Ethos and Adonis products, to clean the vehicle. So this is also being filmed using a Peak Design cell phone mount on my GoPro. So filming it with my Samsung S24 Ultra phone mounted with a Peak Design magnetic mount on a Peak Design case, and I'm using a remote shutter button to activate and to record. So anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and start mainly with the wheels. The wheels are just incredibly dirty. The vehicle hasn't been washed, I would say, for months. It is garage kept, so it's not like it's out in the elements, but it roughly has about 1,800 miles on it, so not a whole lot of mileage yet on the vehicle. But yeah, these brakes do get a little dirty, as you can see there. A lot of brake dust. So I'm going to try to tackle that first before I get into the main part of the cleaning and the wash of the vehicle. Okay, just to give you an idea of some of the products that I use. By the way, not sponsored video. I use SONAX to clean the wheels. I'll first hit it with the pressure washer, then put that cleaner on there, let it soak a little. I may agitate it with one of these brushes, and then I'll rinse it off. I use the Adonis Mega Foam and the Adonis pH Balanced Car Shampoo, and I do use a 2-bucket system for rinsing and then washing. I use a Microfiber Madness pole with the head there, and then that's the Mosmatic wand and the spray nozzle there you see at the end. So that's basically my setup. There's a foam cannon there, and next I'll start working on the wheels. Okay, I'm going to first start by just spraying off the rims. Yeah, they're filthy, a lot of brake dust. Yeah, you can see quite a bit of dust coming off the wheel there. So I'll go ahead and do the other wheels now. Okay, now that I've gone ahead and hit it with the pressure washer, I'm going to use the SONAX wheel cleaner. That'll get some of the iron deposits out. And it'll actually, I think it turns, yeah, it'll turn purple when it comes in contact with iron. These are not ceramic brakes, obviously, but nonetheless, I like the rims on this. Don't plan on doing any modifications on the rims on the vehicle, especially with the rims, given I like the style. Not the easiest thing to clean, but that's just how it is. So anyway, I'll go ahead and spray the other wheels, let it soak, and then I'll rinse it off again. Okay, I've let the SONAX soak a little. I'm just going to agitate it with the brush before I do a rinse. And then you can also see it's turning a little purple there. I'll also be hitting this with the foam cannon when I hit the paintwork. See, it's really turning pretty purple there. Yeah, sorry about the dogs in the background. Hey, you can really see the purple. I don't know if you can see the purple there, but you can see it even on the ground there. But yeah, these brakes are really pretty dirty. Okay, the SONAX has been sprayed onto the rims, and I used a small brush to agitate it, and yeah, it turned a deep purple. So now I'm going to rinse it off. You'll get a sense of how much dirt is on these rims, or was on these rims. Dirt meaning brake dust. See, the rims look a heck of a lot better now, and I'll take a video of the rear rim and you can get a sense of how much dirt comes off. Of course the fronts are going to be dirtier, but okay, here are the rear rims. See the purple? Anyway, I like the performance of SONAX. Been using that for years, and I think it does a pretty decent job on rims. Okay, this is the left rear rim, and I actually have the sun behind me, so you may actually be able to see it a little better here. Not bad. Okay, here's the driver's side front. This one's going to be pretty dirty. There you go. Actually, so just realize it's just a pre-wash. I'll be foaming them and doing a final clean on the rims with the rest of the paint work wash that is coming up. Okay, I have my foam cannon set up, and I'm actually going to haven't added the soap to the wash bucket yet, because I'm going to foam it twice, given the car hasn't been clean for a while. So I'm going to just do a pre-rinse on it right now. Okay, just pre-rinse with the Kranzle. So you can see it beating pretty good. The entire car is PPF'd and ceramic coated, and the rims are also ceramic coated, so hence the bead action on the paint. Okay, the pre-rinse is out of the way. Now I'm going to hit it with the foam cannon. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to foam it twice this time around. Now you can see how the foam has kind of a shaving cream consistency. That's what I strive for. It sticks on the paint. I think you get better lubrication. Okay, the first of 2 foams applications on the vehicle. Go ahead and let it stick on there as best it can. The foam isn't going to stick as well when you have the ceramic coated vehicle. Actually, it's graphene coated. I should correct myself. The vehicle was PPF graphene coated, paint corrected by Tim down at Adonis, down in Vista, California. So been going there for a few years. All right, let's go ahead and start rinsing the first foam applied to the vehicle. Just rinsed off the first application of the Adonis Megafoam. Now I'm going to hit it with the second, and this coat I'll be using the Microfiber Madness pole and to agitate the paint. Here we go. All right, second application of foam applied on the vehicle. Now I'll hit it with the Microfiber Madness pole and agitate the paint a little, and then I'll rinse. Now, even though it's kind of a sunny day and you can see the soap is already dried on the vehicle, supposedly with this pH balanced soap, it shouldn't like stain, the spots shouldn't stain. So go ahead and start rinsing it off and we'll go from there. Okay, vehicle's been rinsed. Now I'm going to hit it with the air blower, get as much water off it as possible. All right, here's the Dewalt. Okay, finished with the air drying. There's going to be some residual, fortunately, that's left, but now I'll hit it with some of the Ethos products. Specifically, I'll start out with Ethos Resist, then Ethos Detail Spray, and then Ethos Clarity on the glass, and then that should do it. All right, it's been a few minutes, probably about 30 minutes, or even maybe more. I've applied the Ethos Resist to the car and also to the rims. And then I want you to kind of get a view of how the paint looks with the resist on, and then I'm going to shoot the similar video after I put the Ethos Detail Spray. By the way, the tire shine that I'm using is this product here called Trinova Tire Shine. The reason I like it is it doesn't go on too thick or too thin, and gives just the right amount of sheen, in my opinion, to the tire. I don't like it too much, nor do I like it too matte or dull as well. So it's kind of medium sheen, I guess. But yeah, this is a product I got from Amazon. Trinova tire shine. By the way, this is a close-up of the rims. You can see how they've turned out pretty good after I cleaned them, and then I put the Ethos Resist on them. So pretty satisfied with them for the most part. All right, YouTube fans. Well, finally finished. Took probably about 3 hours, I'd say, for me to clean the vehicle. But anyway, put the detail spray. Not sure you can tell. For me, it seems like it just brings out kind of more of the brilliance and a little deeper qualities of the paint. So I like to top it off. And it doesn't take a whole lot of that to really be applied. And it goes on really, really smooth, especially after the resist has been put on. But anyway, that's the vehicle. That's my 2024 Mercedes-Benz AMG GLE63 SUV. Yeah. So, just to give you a little history, you may have seen previous videos where I've had E63 and my Raptor. Both those vehicles I ended up getting rid of. Just time to move on. Good vehicles, nothing wrong with them. But I thought I'd kind of make it a little more easier to maintain by just going to one vehicle. And yeah, it still takes a lot of time if you want to do it right. But pretty happy with the results, and you can see for yourself how that paint pops. And anyway, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I still have enough energy, and that's car number 2 coming up. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll be able to gain some insight, and when you do your vehicles, you'll be able to get similar results. Take care now. Bye.